Hey YouTube, na was geht ab? Anscheinend war heute der Genshin Impact Livestream für 6.1. Ich bin euch ehrlich, ich hatte ihn nicht ganz auf dem Schirm, weil ich halt an dem meinem 1000 Video gearbeitet habe und jetzt kam halt Rolling Waves Update und alles. Ich hatte nicht auf dem Schirm, dass das diese Woche schon ist. Ich dachte, es war nächste Woche, aber gut, dann ist es anscheinend jetzt schon der Fall, weil ich aber halt möchte, dass das Video noch pünktlich für euch dann den Tag später vernünftig rauskommen kann. Werden wir das heute so machen, dass ich mir wieder eine Reaction angucke auf einen Recap von jemandem. Der Livestream ist zwar nicht so oder nicht allzu lang, aber ich habe nicht ganz die Zeit, deswegen wir gucken uns hier den Trailer von Genshin an und dann haben wir so ein 10 Minuten plus Video von einem YouTuber, wo wir dann einfach drauf reacten. Alles natürlich auch in der Videobeschreibung verlinkt und easy, damit wir aber halt den Content haben. Ich hoffe natürlich, in dem Video ist alles drin, aber ich würde sagen, bevor wir dazu kommen, wir schauen uns erstmal den Trailer an. Ich bin echt gespannt. 6.0 war toll. Die Quest war toll, die Charakter war toll, die Welt war toll. Ich habe Not Cry's Anfang sehr enjoyed.
Was this truly what you wished for? We finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity.
Oh?
I want you to kill him.
Oh!
Never suspect.
A visionless visionary?
I did indeed lose my power to
Ich
see
kenne
the
die Stimme.
future. Right up until just now, I believe I saw something new.
Boah, sieht auch schon echt cool aus, ne?
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore. Our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Not Cry.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free. Let the simulation begin.
Damn, okay.
Can't hide the truth.
Die Animationen sind echt clean von ihr. Holy.
Sethos and a few members of the Temple of Silence rescued Layla, who was out in the desert trapped in a state of delirium.
Nein, nicht so, Bro. Nein!
Are there in the sky?
What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate?
Boah, sag mir, das ist irgendwie eine Quest von irgendwie. Sag mir nicht, das ist die Main Quest mit Zuru.
There are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost.
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
Ich glaube, es ist die Main Quest. Mit Teil mit der
Come
Main
on
Quest.
then, Mr. Right here. Let's pick up where we left off.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
He betrayed me. Some friendship that I've missed this.
Our king was such a proud, solemn man in those days.
The far side of eternity.
Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead?
But the fragile crown was shattered by lies in the end.
Your little game of heroics is over.
Never achieve wholeness when the
Bruder,
world does
und da
not
ist
accept
hier,
your presence.
ich hab seinen Namen vergessen.
Running is our only option. I can distract him, so you'll have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wow. 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 Was ein Trailer. Bruder, wir sind gerade mal in Aktan 3 und 4. Wir sind gerade bei dem ersten Update richtig in Not Cry. Und wir haben so viele Banger-Charakter dabei schon direkt. Bruder, wow. Wow. Alright, das war dann halt schon mal der Trailer. Also wie gesagt, ich bin schon sprachlos. Der Trailer sah insane aus. Ich freue mich massiv auf die Quest. Aber wir haben jetzt hier ein Video von Gacha Gamer. Video von ihm, auf seinem Kanal natürlich unten in der Videobeschreibung verlinkt, falls ihr es selber nochmal auschecken wollt. Aber er hat hier ein nettes Recap gemacht von dem 6.1 2.1 Death-Livestream, geht ungefähr 11 Minuten. Ich hoffe mal, dass alles Wichtige wirklich in diesem Video mit drin ist. Ich weiß es nicht. Falls irgendwas sehr, sehr Wichtiges fehlt, könnt ihr es mir natürlich halt einfach in die Kommentare hauen. Ich würde auch sagen, wir drücken Play. Wir schauen mal, was wir außer anscheinend einer Banger-Story bekommen.
I am quickly going to cover everything you need to know about version 6.1, also known as Luna 2. So, let's first start with the upcoming Archon quest. And let me tell you, it looks pretty dope. Not only does Varka finally show up, and we get to witness his glorious and buff character model, but Arlecchino also pays us a visit. And we get to witness his glorious and buff character model, but Arlecchino also pays us a visit.
Ich meine, ich weiß nicht, warum sie da ist, aber und Alter, auch in ihrer crazy Form, ne? Sie ist nicht mehr casual da, sie ist in ihrer crazy Form, also wow.
In fact, we're now teaming up with 3 Harbingers because the big bad boss of this update is going to be Reaktion. In fact, Hoyo even previewed a couple of combat phases against him, but interestingly enough, they didn't confirm if he will be a weekly boss. And from what I've gathered so far, it seems like this may just be a one-off fight. Other than that, Durin was also revealed for a moment. His attire actually looks really fitting, and as Albedo enjoyer, it warmed my heart to see them together. But yeah, Act 3 and 4 will be available to play through when the update arrives, and by completing it, you'll also obtain
Ich hoffe nicht allzu lang, ich hoffe ungefähr die Länge wie beim letzten Mal. Die Länge beim letzten Mal so 3 bis 4 Stunden war
also
gut.
quickly previewed the updated content for Selene Chronicles. Basically, you can spend even more time with Columbina and obtain some rewards that we couldn't obtain before. Plus, you can also receive a blessing here that enables a Sin and Gleam buff in Nauticry with just 1 unit instead of 2. Oh, and finally, a new world boss called Frost Knight Hera will be added to the game, and the livestream cast confirmed its materials will be named by Nefer. Okay, so this is definitely going to be the chunkiest part of the video because a ton of new info was revealed about the upcoming UGC mode, also known as Miliastra Wonderland. Long story short, think of it like Roblox but for Genshin. Here you can join custom game modes created by the community or start creating those modes yourself, while at the same time, you can use your very own custom-made character to experience this gameplay mode. But let's start from the beginning. So, once Luna 2 update is live, you can access Miliastra Wonderland mode by navigating to the menu here, or just directly press it in the upper right shortcuts. And in order to actually start this game mode, you will need to complete the Archon's Prologue quest. Basically, the same time you unlock the gacha is when you unlock this mode. I'm only saying this for new people who haven't started playing yet. Now, how it works is that for the moment, you can only use a custom character called Mannequin to experience this new game mode. However, you can fully customize the Mannequin, and even switch between genders. It looks like the customization for the model is alright, doesn't seem to be that deep. However, this is where outfits come in. If you ever played a dress-up gacha game, such as Infinity Nikki, you might be familiar with some of these new mechanics, but let's go through how this system actually works. Okay, so first of all, on the left side here, we can see a ton of outfit pieces that the mannequin can be dressed with. And obviously the first question that comes to mind, how do you obtain them? Well, there's actually a bunch of different ways, but starting with the first one, you can get some outfits from the Awakening Chronicle. Basically, a battle pass, but for Miliastra Wonderland. It contains a bunch of cosmetics and other rewards specifically for this game mode. However, if you buy the actual Gnostic Hymn battle pass, then Miliastra's battle pass is unlocked for free. Well, the $5 version. And then vice versa, if you buy the $5 version Miliastra battle pass, then the actual real battle pass
man kauft sich den einen Pass und kriegt den anderen. Das finde ich cool. Ich dachte am Ende erst, okay, ein separater Battle Pass nur für den Modus, weiß ich nicht.
Now, the second method is by crafting the outfits. I am using air quotes for the word crafting here because in reality, there is some crafting involved, similar to how furnishings work in Genshin, but to craft the outfit items, you will need to pull for outfit blueprints from the standard Ode banner. You heard it right, there's gacha for outfits. Not only that, there's also going to be a featured outfit banner, which is the third method of how you can obtain super exclusive outfits. And the first featured banner, called Phantom Night Candlelight, has this witch/wizard/spooky theme. These outfits specifically will be of 5-star rarity, I believe, while every 10 pull you make guarantees a 4-star outfit item you can get from one of these 3 elite sets. Anyways, so that's the gacha. But you can also just straight up buy outfit pieces from the in-game shop. Not sure if it's only possible to do it with real money, or you'll be able to use some kind of free-to-play currency, but if you have rich or generous friends, the devs did mention you can gift basically any outfit piece in this game to anyone in the friends list. Oh man, Genshin is really entering Fortnite and Roblox era with the fashion madness. Now finally, the last method of gaining outfit items is by simply playing the game and participating in events. As you can see, one of the images shown here depict the type of rewards you can get for just doing some basic tasks once Miliastra is released. Keep in mind, this resource called Geoidentification is used for these standard banners. Not much has been revealed how the actual monetization will work for the featured outfit banners. But get this, you can actually use the mannequin with all the custom outfits in the open world, together with other Genshin units. If that's not enough, using the mannequin skill or burst also allows you to shift to an alternate outfit, although it's not clear how it actually works just
Wait,
yet.
actually
Other
gameplay?
than that, you can even snap a picture of your mannequin and use it as your profile's avatar. Now that's pretty cool.
Oh, das ist sehr
I do
cool.
wonder how good the kit is going to be, and if you can use the mannequin in endgame modes as well. Also, and this is quite interesting, the mannequin's level increases based on how much you played Miliastra Wonderland. You don't need to use any resources to increase the mannequin's level. It will be tied to the level of your progress.
Okay,
in
das ist
Wonderland.
aber cool. Ich mag
Yeah,
das
aside from all
Profilbild,
the
weil ich
outfit
mag,
and mannequin
wenn ich mein
stuff,
Profil
we're left
customizen
with the
kann.
actual game mode, or should I say game modes. Basically, from the looks of it, you can join any of the lobbies by browsing community-created games, ranging from FPS to adventure to party games and so on. The devs did mention that if you want to play in single player, you can host private lobbies. Of course, it will depend on the game mode if it supports single player, but it's good to know for those who just want to play solo. And as for those who want to become creators, well, there's a robust creation tool system, with documentation included. Plus, you can even join dedicated forums for questions or discussions. There is no actual
Ist es aber wie in Fortnite, dass du,
Everything is done
wenn du eine
visually,
Map machst und
and you
Leute
can
die
see
Map
some logic
spielen,
programming in this interface, but honestly, if
dass
the
du
devs
dann Geld
really want to
bekommst.
see some crazy inventions, they gotta allow some kind of scripting language to run. Just make it optional for those who have programming background. Anyway, besides that, you'll also be able to earn some money from your created games, and there was some talk of even better reward program once Luna 4 version arrives. And on top of that, the more games you created, the
guckt man da
better
mal rein in
access
so
to
einen
features
Mode.
you gain. And to me, that sounds
Weil
a bit
ich meine, jetzt
iffy
gerade
because
kann man,
just
kommt
give
das
full
dann
creative
neu.
freedom from the start. I don't know, that's just my own opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The gameplay loop looks pretty clear by now. You go into this mode, you play with others or play solo, rate your experience to help creators out, earn some in-game rewards by completing tasks, spend money if you want to on costumes, or try to craft them as free to play. And then if you go outside this mode, you can still use the mannequin with all the custom outfits and even explore the open world. And of course, if you do decide to become a creator, there's a whole bunch of rewards including real-life money waiting for you, provided your game mode gains traction. So yeah, Roblox Genshin, here we come. Okay, coming back to the real world of Genshin, let's talk about the newest upcoming character, Nefer. She's a 5-star Dendro Catalyst user, and basically, she specializes in dealing Lunar Bloom damage. The only way to do this is by tapping her skill, and then using her charged attacks. It looks like each charge attack will consume 1 Verdant Dew, which is the resource that you gain after causing a Lunar Bloom reaction. On top of that, when the team is in Ascendant Gleam state, Nefer's passive talent allows her skill to transform Dendro cores on the ground into Seeds of Deceit, which can then be absorbed by her charge attacks, and help increase her damage output further. And then when it comes to her burst, it just deals some AoE damage, but the stacks you've obtained from Seeds of Deceit will power up its damage. Oh, and interestingly enough, with Nefer, you can gather intel on some NPCs in the game, possibly to just reveal some additional lore, although they did mention some kind of intel exchange function at the Adventurers Guild, where you can experience some side stories. I'm a bit confused here because, is this only possible with Nefer then? Because they've also mentioned at some point a message board that you can visit in Curatorium of Secrets, and it sounded like anybody can do this, even if they didn't pull for Nefer, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, besides that, she can also be deployed to 20-hour expeditions and bring back more rewards. Finally, let's quickly go through the banners. In Phase 1, Nefer and Furina will be the featured 5 stars along with their signature weapons. However, and get this, the weapons banner will also contain 3 new 4-star weapons. And as we can see, Moonweaver's Dawn is on this banner. This is the same weapon that you could obtain one copy of from Naughty World Quest. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit annoyed here because I featured this weapon at fully refined strength in one of my videos, and I made that video using Creator Experience Server. Nobody told me only one copy of it will be available from a quest, while the rest of copies need to be pulled from the banner. So I'm just as confused as you are, guys, if you're trying to figure out how to refine it. Anyway, moving over to the second phase, Arlecchino and Zhongli will be the featured 5
Okay,
stars.
okay,
And
holy
while
shit,
they
das ist eine
didn't
geile
confirm
zweite
it yet,
Phase, aber ich
I'm
hab beide
assuming
schon.
Arlecchino's signature will be on the weapons banner, which means Vortex Vanquisher is probably gonna be the other 5-star weapon, so keep that in mind. And by that, I mean, you better hope you don't lose your 50-50 if you're pulling for Arlecchino's signature. Alright, as always, there's gonna be some events, and the major one called Ruins Exploration Field-Wide Center will be based around Sumeru. It actually involves a big cast of Sumeru characters, and the main focus will be put on Layla, who went stargazing and fell into some kind of ancient ruin. Who knows, maybe this event will have some actual lore about the moon. But besides that, the first minigame of this event will have you use Baron Bunny and Kali's doll to traverse and collect coins. Then in second minigame, you will need to guide Farazan's puzzle pal by using correct elemental reactions. And then finally, the third minigame is a combat event with some kind of objectives you'll need to achieve to gain better score. And the main reward for doing all of this is going to be a free copy of Kali, along with the usual resources. Moving over to smaller events, the first one called Dance Dance Dynamic Disco is a rhythm minigame, and it looks pretty ridiculous in a good way. Then there's Saurian Sojourn event, where you will need to navigate some puzzles along with your Saurian buddy, which to me is always a treat when it comes to interacting with Natlan's Pokemon. And then finally, we have Overflowing Abundance making a comeback yet again, plus Genius Invocation TCG is getting a bunch of new cards, and a few modes will be making a return. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to events. You can see the whole schedule shown here. Okay, so this time around, it's very unusual, but the devs didn't really share any quality of life changes. I mean, there was a quick mention that Nodekai's blacksmith can now show the nearest mining nodes, but that's it. I mean, I guess I can quickly cover the investment portfolio thing, where you could talk to this NPC and buy some kind of coupons, but it felt like a scam doing it every week. So in this upcoming update, you can actually investigate this whole situation and find out whether it's a scam, and you can even use Nefer to help out. Oh, and yeah, final tidbit of news. The first Nodekai OST album will be dropping soon, which is always something I look forward to listen on my Spotify. Anyway, hope you found this video useful. I will be releasing both the Astro Wonderland and Nefer videos pretty soon, so be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna be working like a horse to get you those videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
Alright, und so viel, I guess, zum 6.1 Update. Bisschen gemischte Gefühle, also ich muss sagen, auf die Story freue ich mich actually sehr. Sah sehr cool aus, sehr viele Charakter halt Waka, wie schon gesagt, Dainsel war da drin, was crazy ist und halt Arlecchino. Halt Arlecchino ist einer meiner Lieblingscharakter im Game. Sie jetzt schon wieder zu sehen, ist sehr, sehr, sehr geil. Was heißt schon wieder? Endlich mal wieder zu sehen. Ist sehr geil. Ich bin so gespannt. Ich hoffe, die haben eine gute Zeit und sind nicht zu lange, die Akte. Weil wenn die Akte beide eine gute Zeit haben und trotzdem auch richtig gut sind, dann wird das ja bangermäßig. Ja, ansonsten halt Nefer sieht ganz cool aus, weiß ich aber schon, dass ich nicht so interessiert bin. Sie sieht ganz cool aus, aber ich habe halt keine Puls und Dendro ist so, also ne, es ist nicht crazy interessant für mich. Der neue Modus, der kommt, da kann ich nicht so viel sagen, weil ich habe so gemischte Gefühle, weil, I mean, ja, du kannst irgendwelche Minigames spielen so und Outfits machen und so. Das finde ich ganz cool, so Charakter mit Outfits und ich kann mein Profilbild customizen und alles. Das ist ganz geil, aber halt, ich habe Angst, dass das halt sehr schnell langweilig wird, weil wenn ich kein Ziel habe dabei, dann weiß ich immer nicht, warum ich das spielen sollte. Was ich aber cool finde, ist der Part mit dem Maps kreieren. Du bekommst maybe Geld, wenn du ein Creator werden kannst, weil besonders jetzt am Anfang und sowas könnte das richtig gut werden, weil wenn noch nichts existiert, kann man noch kreieren, was man möchte. Ich bin halt gespannt, und das sage ich mal am meisten, was man kreieren kann. Und mit was die Leute halt um die Ecke kommen. Das ist, worauf ich interessiert bin. Ob irgendwas richtig Geiles kommt oder ob es halt Bullshit wird. Aber ich guess, das sehen wir erst, wenn es wirklich rauskommt. Ja, und ansonsten halt die Events, die ganz normalen, sehen alle echt ziemlich mit bis Ass aus. Bin ich kein Fan von. Und ja, Quality of Life gab es ja anscheinend nicht wirklich, was schade ist. Und ja, I guess, das war dann halt schon alles. Ist ein okayes Update. Wir müssen mal schauen am Ende, wenn es raus ist. Das klingt wirklich nach so einem Update von, du kannst erst wirklich eine Meinung darüber richtig geben, sobald es da ist. Ich bin aber auf jeden Fall für die Story excited, das kann ich sagen. Schreibt mir gerne mal eure Meinung in die Kommentare. Schreibt mir auch gerne rein, falls hier in dem Video irgendwas nicht drin war, was ich verpasst habe, was ich mir vielleicht mal angucken sollte oder so. Lasst auch gerne ein Like. Und aber wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, ja, dann würde ich sagen, wir sehen uns nächstes Mal wieder. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, und damit, ciao.